¿Qué pasa, mi raza? Welcome to Los Fantasy Cuz, the boldest and hottest Latino sports podcast, powered by the voices and opinions of three cuz. And every week we'll bring you the realest takes, some bold predictions, and the latest sports buzz. Whether it's football, gringo football, baseball, or cualquier deporte, we're here to keep it real, keep it caliente, and represent the culture. My name is Fabian, and joining me are my compas, my co-hosts, my cuz, Rob and Eric. What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Yeah, we got some stuff to get into today. Another Mount Rushmore. We got some fresas and we got some Mexican of the weeks too. So we're excited.
Yeah, glad to be back.
Yeah, a
So I know
lot
to
of
start
lot
us
of
off, yeah, we're gonna go into a little bit of what we're gonna go into La Liga. I know that started after the international break, and then today we will even touch into Copa del Rey. That was a good game today. But first off, to this weekend, what you guys think about the Bars or the Real Madrid game versus Leganes, Fabian?
Well, dude, Leganes put up a fight. We only came away with a 3-2 win, but Leganes I think was up at one point in the game. Um, Mbappe luckily got 2 goals, and Bellingham got 1 goal in that game. So that brings Mbappe up to 22 goals for the season, and he's only behind Lewandowski by 3 now. So, that's a good win again. So we could, keep on Barca's heels.
What do you think, Eric? I know you got more to say about Real Madrid.
Oh yeah, it was a good game. I think like Mbappe starting to form out towards the end of the season, kind of when you need him to. Bellingham getting on the score sheet, like again, I think he's the most influential player on that team. Um, but they're cutting it close, man, with these teams where they shouldn't be cutting it close. That's the only thing that I think worries me, that they're getting caught out with some of these teams where it's like Real Madrid should be cruising on these games.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's definitely tough. I think with their back line and how they're mixing it up, they'll be like today. They even had to switch up. So against Leganes, like I don't know if they were like, which it seems like Madrid does this often, where they don't play all the way until they're down or something. Then they'll start playing better. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what we saw again. But at least we're seeing Mbappe getting some chemistry with the team and starting to score some goals. But Lewandowski ended up scoring two to get that lead, right?
And that one, the Barcelona won 4-1 against Girona.
Yeah, but the same day, Atletico that was they dropped points again. So I don't
They
know what they're
tied.
playing for this season, but
They tied 1-1 to Espanyol.
yeah. So
Yeah,
It
like I
just
had said, I think Atletico is basically out of this race because I think they just dropped too many points in terms like the like recently, and that's the one thing that's always lacking with them is that in the biggest moments they just seem to just kind of crumble and can't get the job done.
yeah, I mean, I think it looks like a just clear race for top two at this point. Madrid and Barca,
Yeah,
but Barca's game on Sunday, I was watching some of that, but like you guys said, I'll admit, they are the hottest team in Europe right now, so they performed
oh, now
again.
we finally admit.
It's, I'll admit,
hey,
they're
we're taking steps. We're
hey,
taking steps. A couple episodes, he admitted Barca was
Yeah.
his favorite team, and now he's
yeah,
saying they're the
Talk
hottest team in Europe.
it.
that's
Talk
not the case.
it.
That's not the case, but we'll say that their back line is holding up for now. But they won't. Let's see tomorrow against Atletico how that game is. I'm excited to watch that one.
Well, well, yeah, Rob. In La Liga, there's only 9 games left, dude. So it's gonna be tight. I think Real and Barca face each other one more time in La Liga, which
Good.
all eyes are gonna be on that game.
Yeah. Good. I mean, it was hyped up for us to get to this point. So let's. I'm excited. I know that it'll depending on how some of these finals and how these games like line up. I don't. I also could see Madrid losing a game or two, just to keep some guys healthy. like against I think this weekend, especially after playing 120 minutes today, I think that they're not going to start their top guys so that they can be fresh for Arsenal.
Yeah, exactly. So
So
good games on the weekends. Good games.
yeah, I know the F. Well, that kind of we'll kind of go over like that with La Liga, but with the FA Cup, I know there were some good games on Saturday. Crystal Palace ended up beating Raúl
The,
Jimenez's team, right?
yep, 3-0, and Crystal Palace is actually starting to play pretty good against good teams. So that's a dark horse team for sure.
Yeah, who scored it? Eze, Saad, and Nikita. So those guys are solid players for a couple years now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So
So now they're going up against City because City beat Bournemouth 2-1 this past weekend. Also, did you see though the big news about that one? Um,
about what happened?
este cabrón de Haaland came out of the game a little bit hurt in that game. So even though they got the win, Haaland might be not be 100% for the next round.
Damn, no, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So Bournemouth is another team too that hasn't been doing too bad, but to come and fight City and come to a 2-1, that's not a bad game either. I wish I could have watched it.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one. But what about you, Eric? Do you watch any of those games?
I just watched the highlights. I did see like Rashford.
Two
He's popping
goals.
off, man.
Two goals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, at first I thought Aston Villa going into their Champions League, like whatever. I didn't think they were going to be as good, but they're
Same.
playing with good form, so they're a team to watch out for right now.
Same. And then
Yeah.
the other team or the other fixture this weekend in the FA Cup was the Nottingham Forest tying Brighton 0-0, and they ended up going to pens to PKs.
Hmm.
And Nottingham Forest ended up coming up with the win on that one and on PK. So Nottingham Forest, we know, I think is like in third or fourth in the Premier League right now too.
Yeah,
So even though these semifinals don't look on paper, they don't look like really big games. They are though. Us guys that would know about soccer, like Nottingham versus City and Palace versus Villa, like on paper they don't look like good games, or people might think they're not going to be, but I think they're going to be really good games.
yeah. I mean, there's going to
Yeah,
be
for sure.
there's a lot of good football left in even in the Premier League, like the table for the top four, what, six spots or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty they're pretty close. You got guys from 49 points to what the guy on Bournemouth has 44 points and they're in 10th place. So if there's not really many points separating that table. So
Yeah, yeah. Another. We'll wait and see for the semis then of the FA Cup.
yeah, I know Bundesliga. I mean, we won't really tap into that. I know it seems like Bayern will most likely run away with that one. Um, Serie A. Did you guys see the miss this weekend?
Dude, dude. I saw the highlights of the Napoli Milan game, and Napoli's been in first place in Serie A for a while, so for them to beat Milan 2-1 wasn't a big surprise. I expected more out of AC Milan, but Santi's PK, bro, like I rewatched it a few times, and he didn't hit it like too good. He didn't hit it that hard. The goalie dove and guessed it right, but should have been a little bit better still.
Yeah, I mean Milan all year has been disappointing, so we'll see. I mean, at this point, it doesn't even look like they're going to make any Champions League or Europa League. So um,
Yeah,
even if they turn it around at this point, it seems like their season's wrapped up. Which then you think, what players will they end up losing because they didn't make the Champions League?
I heard, I heard like João Felix might be going out at the end of the season too.
Yeah,
So
Dale Hernandez should be going somewhere. So I mean, I think that player for him, it's a player that Madrid ended up letting go. At some point, but oh man, he would be a good left back.
So yeah, with this Napoli win, the table I think now is like Inter with 67 points and Napoli with 64 points. So it's kind of like La Liga, where the top two teams are only separated by 3 points, and they have about the same amount. They have about 8 games left in their season.
Yeah, so I mean, it seems like Milan's season's pretty much done. Yeah, it definitely seems like the season's over for them. But other than that,
Yep.
I like I said, I know Serie A and is going to be a good one to watch for the end of the season. Um, as far as MLS, did you get into any MLS action? I know your Sounders played, right?
Is it, dude? I didn't see too much MLS because I was more focused on Chivas this weekend. So
Mm.
I just saw. I think the Sounders. Oh, yeah, they tied San Jose 1-1. Um, and then there was some big news this week, actually, Rob, about the Sounders. We just signed a new player from. I think he came from the Rangers. Something Kent, Ryan Kent, something like that is his
Oh
name.
yeah.
So he should be stepping in for the guy that we lost against Cruz Azul, Arriola. He ended up getting like knee surgery after that game. So now we got this guy to kind of fill in and hopefully help us a little bit more because the Sounders haven't been playing like to their level or an expectation that everyone wants them to be at right now. So that's kind of a crazy disappointment. The other games though, I think it was LAFC versus San Diego. Did you hear about that
Yeah.
one?
Oh yeah, there was a lot of between the fans as well, right? There was some
Some
brawls.
drama.
Like it was like a MLB Dodgers versus Padres game. It seemed like.
It was like us cousins too, where we were sending some messages to one of our compas on the group chat. We were like, isn't Eric a San Diego fan?
Oh, I know, Eric. Why weren't you with backing up your boys?
I have too many teams to back up, dude. I was like already backing up Rapids and Galaxy. Apparently, I didn't even get a chance to back up San Diego. And then those are
Damn,
all
you must
Gabby's
be
homies,
winning
I
these
think. So
fights.
I don't want to be on the wrong side of Gabby's homies.
It seems like you're on the right side. You don't even have a scratch on you, you know. So you're doing pretty good on those fights.
Who ended up winning? I think San Diego ended up beating LAFC, right?
Yeah, 3-2,
Yeah,
but LAFC was playing a man down for a while.
yeah.
Mm,
From the 53rd minute.
Yeah, so it's always like a little like yeah they won, but it's like there's always something about when you win and the other team is a man down. So I don't know how San Diego takes that win, what they take from it, but you always want to beat a team 11
you,
v 11.
you know what's crazy, you guys too? LA Galaxy has not won one single game so far this season.
Yeah, that's crazy. Championship
Oh, I
hangover.
know.
So
They're still on the drought.
yeah. So it's all right. I
Bro,
mean,
you
for
know
everyone
who's
else
on
in the
fire
league,
though is the Rapids, dude. The Rapids are on fire.
Rapids are
You back
second
on that
place in
Like
the West.
bandwagon.
if it wasn't for Vancouver's like weird like undefeated start, Rapids would be
Mm,
first right now. And they ended
true.
this season good last year. Like they had a good season last year. They have a weird team. It's like a bunch of players you don't really know, but they play good as a
Yeah.
team.
Well, I think everyone knows too. Whenever they go to Commerce City, what's their stadium called right now, Eric?
Dick's Sporting Goods.
Whenever teams go to Dick's Sporting Goods, like it's hard to play there because of the elevation. Do you feel
Yeah.
it a little bit, Rob?
A little bit. Like I went on a hike to Boulder,
Mm,
and I mean I was able to handle it. Some people from Salt Lake thought I wasn't going to be able to handle the
yeah,
high elevation, but you know we handle out here.
but there's other teams though. When they go to Colorado, it's not easy to play there. Even though like there's good teams and Colorado's also not that bad, but still like I when I played in Colorado, I felt it sometimes.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's definitely tough in that
But
aspect of um, being able to get to the elevation. That's why some people, when they go to certain stadiums in Mexico too, you know, right, they have to deal with the same thing, you know. So, uh,
exactly.
but I know with MLS and Liga MX, you guys will kind of touch up on it on Thursday. But
Thursday.
I know we'll talk about it, even though, um, you know, I know Chivas lost again, so it's like
Oh,
my
bro, that one.
yeah.
Yep, I think. Yep, us cuz on the Thursday pod, we're gonna have a lot to talk about for sure.
It's like we got to make a change at this point. Like everyone keeps talking about it, but you
We'll
guys know
see.
more about it. But
We'll
at this
see. We'll
point,
see.
we'll just brush up on that one. But besides that, did you see the today's game? Yeah, I know we went into the Copa del Rey. Being able to watch it today.
Bro, it was a freaking unexpected result that I thought Real Madrid was going to dominate how they normally do, against teams like this. But I watched the first half only, and
Hmm.
Sociedad actually came out hot. I think they were up in like the first 30 minutes. I think they were like 2-0 or something.
No,
Or
they
2-1. It was 2-1.
yeah, they scored there in the 16th minute. It was it was kind of a dumb play in our defense again, which it's been like all year, and even it shows more in this game when even Alaba had two own goals, bro. So
Yeah,
he almost went for a hat
but
trick.
to but for the last what 10, 15 minutes of that game was where it got intense, right?
Yeah, it was like wild, bro. It would be going back and forth, back and forth. Did you? I don't know. Did you get a chance to watch some of that, Eric?
Which game?
The Copa del Rey today, the Copa del Rey, Madrid versus Sociedad. Sociedad versus Madrid.
Oh, the one from today.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The one from today.
No, I was watching the Man U game, and then after that I forgot they were playing, but I was watching my Manchester game. But I saw it was a hell of a fucking game. The only time I checked in was when they were losing, I think, when Sociedad went up, and
Yeah,
then
2-1.
I just opened up the app and it was like 4-4. I was like, holy shit, what a game!
That last
Yeah.
goal by Rudiger, did you see that goal, the header on the corner kick?
Yeah,
Kind of
for sure. I'm glad it didn't go to
reminded me
penalties.
reminded me a little bit of Sergio Ramos right there.
Bro, we had to bring him in because Alaba was getting two own goals already. So, bro, we had to get Rudiger in there. Camavinga took a tactical yellow down the stretch.
Yeah.
So we needed to get some guys in there, bro. Like I mentioned earlier, Madrid was kind of patching up some of the games, like trying to be like hold some of their guys for certain games, I think. And today they had I don't know what was going on with Lucas Vasquez, but even the first
He's
game against Leganes, he's playing so out of position, and like he's playing
yeah.
right wing when he should be playing right back, you know?
He's pulling a Kunde where he's going up too much, leaving that space behind him, and that's where they're attacking.
Yeah. So today, I mean, Endrick looked good.
But
Bellingham looked the
we
best, like
had
you
to.
guys
Real
just
had to
said.
come out with the result, bro.
Yeah. They were like the commentators were saying. Sometimes it doesn't look like Madrid is into the game until they're down, or when they're like they have to be down for them to okay, let's play now. Like it really is like that. Like it's annoying almost at some points. I want to be like I want to dominate a game. I haven't seen a Real Madrid domination of like a 5-0, like some crazy result all year. So
In a while.
yeah.
In a while, yeah. So yeah, dude, that's what we're expecting tomorrow. Our
Ooh,
rival now to come up, and we're ready for them in the final.
Is this the game
you
that's
think they're
four
gonna
four
make
right
it?
now, Basha?
Yep,
Yeah,
Damn. Bueno, is there away goals on
yeah.
this, or is it just straight to extra times?
Straight extra time. Which what do you guys think about that at this point? Because I mean I saw it even today on the extra time with Madrid. Like they're starting, some of those cups or whatever they start not doing extra time. They'll just go straight to penalties. Are you guys in favor of that now, or how do you guys feel about that?
I think it's more fair to just take away the away goal rule and just say if they're tied in global, go
Yeah,
to extra time
but yeah, I was saying about the
because
extra time, like not even going at. You know how sometimes they don't even go to extra time now; they go straight to penalties.
what do you think about that, Eric? I have something to say after you.
Uh, no, I like the extra times. I think that's something that's got to be a part of the game, and it's more about like team preparation, like who's prepared most, like who's the fittest, who's gonna. So to me, it's like I like that extra time because there could be some teams where they know going into the game, it's like, well, all we got to do is tie to get to PKs, and they start playing a certain way. and I don't like that. It's like
Exactly.
you should be trying to win in the first 90 minutes. You shouldn't be trying to bank on winning it in PKs.
I think it depends also, like if like right now we had the international break where a lot of players went and played for their country, and then they apply these rules to give the players like some rest too. Is
Yeah.
why like some tournaments you don't have an extra time, you just go straight to PKs because they're trying to like save players that way. But I still don't think that's like it's not tradition to do that, and it's also like not very professional. It's kind of like it reminds me a lot of like MLS does that a lot too, and that's what I don't like about MLS too, that they sometimes do that rule.
Well, the thing is, like you said, they're trying to have player safety in mind. Um, they've been
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, maybe back in the day they didn't do it, but there's more games on the schedule now than there's been in years. They just keep adding more and more, and it's just a money grab at this point. But they're not really considering the player safety, so it's tough. But I mean I know that for I
It's
really
tough.
don't
It's
mind.
tough.
I don't I'm like 50-50 on it because like you said, it's always
Me
you're
too.
gonna because then you'll see in those games, okay, then it'll open up like the back lines, and those are fun to see, at the one-on-ones or whatever, 3-on-3s with the goalie, and then at the end, so
Yep.
I like that. I like that kind of soccer, a little bit of wildness here and there, so I'll take it.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep. So I know Eric touched up on the next one. I just saw the highlights of Man United versus Nottingham Forest. We ended up with the 1-0 loss. Did you
Yeah.
watch that game, Eric?
Yeah, no, I watched all of it. And it sucked because like we keep getting like either beaten by or outperformed by players that we got rid of that could never perform on Man United. Like the guy who scored, Anthony Elanga, like he was a product from like
Mm-hmm.
Man U's academy. And he's the guy who like is on the team who's third in Premier League, and then he just with his goal beat us today. Like Anthony at Betis is doing amazing. Like Rashford at Villa is
Yep.
Oh,
starting to score again. Like
Ilanga
it's
scored
just
on you guys. That
like
that's the guy you guys that was on your team.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Like man, you just
But
can't catch a fucking break.
they scored early though in that game. It was a really
Yeah,
early goal, and then after that, it was Man United with 70% possession, 23 shots. They had more corner kicks, more yellows. I think Onana only had one save in this game, dude.
yeah. I
He
mean,
actually had a
granted, we're
save.
still like
That is
missing.
surprising.
We're still missing players. We're still a little bit, you know, like a little bit hurt with injuries and stuff like that. But I mean, the squad we got, I mean, man, we should be putting these games away.
Eric, doesn't it kind of feel a little bit like Chivas kind of karma, where we let go of some players and they end up performing better on other teams? Doesn't it feel like that a little bit?
It does, dude, and I don't. I mean, I don't get it. Like all these players,
Yeah,
and but
Anthony.
you know what? The
Look at
only thing that
Anthony.
does make me like, yeah, the only thing that I can take away from it is like it's not like they're going to a bigger club or a club the size of Man United and performing. Like they tend to go to these lower teams where there's not as much pressure, and then they
For
perform. So that's the only
example,
thing. That's the only
Rashford.
thing. Yeah, that's the only thing I could take away from it is like they leave and they perform, but it's not like they're going to bigger teams and making a bigger impact with the bigger team. You know.
I mean, they're
Crazy.
at least in Champions League running. It's not like they're in Champions League running with Manchester United anymore. So that's what
Yeah.
sucks. I think that's where Rashford wanted to play for Champions League. I think same thing with, or they wanted to play for somebody competitive, and Anthony's
Yep.
even making a run at top four for La Liga. So it is crazy. You guys have these players performing everywhere else, but Man U.
We
Yeah.
can't. Man United can't catch a break.
Yeah, man, you
We'll
guys have two of the defenders that I wanted on Madrid before is Matthias De Ligt and Lenny Yoro.
Yeah.
Um, so man, there's
No,
players
they
that I
look
like.
great. Yeah, they
Yeah,
look great. It's just the rest of the. It's almost like a Chivas problem where like we don't have like that guy up top who can put away stuff. Like we're
exactly.
pretty good defensively, midfield, like our wingers,
Yep.
like we're pretty good there. I think we can compete with anyone there. It's just up top we just can't find anyone to just,
We,
you know. Put the
Right,
fucking goals away.
Bruno Fernandez can only do it so much, guys. Fuck, get somebody
Exactly.
else in there.
To help
Only thing that
him.
makes me feel good is Bruno confirmed that he's not leaving, so he's gonna stay with us. There is a
There
rumor
you
that
Oh,
go.
Madrid wanted him.
yeah, I heard about that because he wanted to be a champion, but I guess he wanted to stay being a loser.
Build that man a statue.
Yeah, build that man Man U statue. Oh man, so
So
I
that's what happened.
hey, I'm not a huge, I'm not a, I like I said, I'm a Manchester City hater, not a Manchester United. You're either one or the other, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking hate Man City, so I need you guys to start
That's
doing better. So,
Yeah,
but
we'll see, dude. We'll see. We'll keep you updated, Rob.
yeah, maybe you guys will take another one of our players that's on the back end of their career, like Casemiro, and pay him. Help us out. Take Alaba.
That's banned. That's banned right now with the new owner. He banned Galacticos from
Mm,
Manchester United.
Yeah, really?
mm.
He said no
One of
more.
the when he came in, he made like a bunch of like I don't know how many. I think it was like five to eight like rules they were
Rules.
gonna go by, and one of them was they're not buying any more like Madrid players.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
we will sell you David Alaba anytime you guys want. Well, fuck it,
Alaba.
bro. That's been such a hard like decline to see that player decline. But anyways, that kind of wraps up. I know that'll wrap up our soccer, some of our football.
This episode of Los Fantasy Cuz is brought to you by Alpha Progression, the app that helps you train smarter, not harder. We all want to get stronger, build muscle, and see real progress. But let's be real. Going to the gym without a plan won't cut it. That's where Alpha Progression comes in. This app creates science-based, personalized workout plans that adjust to you as you improve. No more guessing, no wasted workouts, just real gains. With AI-powered tracking, smart progression planning, and expert advice, Alpha Progression helps you stay on track and keep pushing forward. It's like having a personal trainer in your pocket. Ready to take it to the next level? Upgrade to Alpha Progression Pro for just $12.99 per month or $79.99 per year and get access to premium features that maximize your results. Plus, you can try it free for 2 weeks. No risk, all gains. And because you're a listener of Los Fantasy Cuz, you get 20% off your first payment when you sign up using our exclusive link, alphaprogression.com/losfantasycuz. Don't miss out. So don't wait. Download Alpha Progression today, claim your discount, and start making real progress. Now let's get back to the show.
Segment.
That's right.
And then we'll touch up on. Did you want to touch up on NFL first, Eric? Since it's a little bit smaller to talk on, smaller subject.
We could just touch up on a couple new like policy changes and league things that they're changing. The one that I saw that I'm excited about is so like the throwback and like your alternate jerseys, they moved it up a
Mm.
game. So instead of 3 games a year, they moved it up to 4, which to me
Yeah,
that to me that's awesome. Like I think like 2 out of 3 of us in this group
Mhm.
right now, like 2 of our teams probably have the nicest throwbacks in the NFL. So like I'm excited to see, bro. What are the Rams throwbacks first of all?
bro. The Rams, the ones with the blue and the gold. Are you kidding me?
When they were
No, when do
Back
in
they
in the
wear them
LA.
though?
What? Oh, they. What do you mean? When do they wear them? They wear them. They wear them all the time.
the gold ones that they wore
Well,
in St. Louis.
they almost look like the same ones. Those were back in the back. Those are St. Louis Rams, but I'm talking about
Mhm.
LA Ram ones, right? When they were originally back in like the 80s or whatever.
Mhm.
Um, back in the day, they almost had the same color scheme as they do right now, right? But it was
Right,
Mm.
but was there like a specific throwback that they debuted
y-
in like this season?
I
I
think there
don't
was.
remember seeing them.
It almost looks like the ones that they have now is why it's like they switch back to those colors. So
Mm.
it's like
Oh,
the throwback doesn't even look throwback-ish. But
oh. So
I
Okay,
know,
maybe that's why I couldn't tell.
I
I
couldn't
didn't know if
tell.
the Rams. But that's why like I just remember like Seahawks week 1 against Denver, like those uniforms were fucking
Whew.
fire.
all the
Yep,
blue
And then
ones.
yep.
Yeah, those are
yeah,
sick.
Yeah,
and then
no, I saw.
when we killed the fucking Raiders in the throwbacks, those were awesome. And
Yep,
the
yep.
I like Philly's like Kelly Green throwbacks too.
Yeah, those ones are nice. I like
Yeah,
those.
Tampa
You know,
Bay's like creamsicle ones are pretty
the
nice too.
creamsicle, that one's
Yeah.
Yeah, the
badass.
creamsicles are one of the top ones for sure.
Yeah, so it'll be cool to see. And honestly, like Denver's like alternate jerseys, like our navy blue, like those are my favorite ones. Like the midnight navy blues, and they only wear them like 1 game a year. So
Yeah.
it'll hopefully they split it up like 2 and 2. I don't know
Mm.
Seattle's and LA's third or alternate jerseys, but Denver's is like the navy blue, and those are fucking nice.
Well,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they wear them usually for like Thursday nights or whatever. So
Yeah,
some, yeah, we'll see.
Same. Same
Yeah.
with the Seahawks. It'll be like prime time when they wear them.
But are the Seahawks like those like the green? Is that their alternate?
That's their alternate. I would say that's their third. So
Uh-huh.
they have the blue, they have the white, they have the green, and then they have the throwback. I think the throwback is the
Uh,
last one.
and what the Rams, Rob, just have the blue and whites, right?
Yeah,
Still?
they have the blue and the gold ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked some of the St. Louis colors back in the day, but at that point we'll keep it with the blue, the purple, the blue and gold or
Well,
whatever.
would
But
you feel like that's correct, even though they were in St. Louis? Would you still rep it?
yeah, I mean it's like it still holds the history at that point. So I know they ended up finding out a different location, but I'll take it.
It's kind of like the topic that I like. If I see an Oklahoma City Thunder fan wearing a Seattle Sonic jersey, I will be pissed at him. That's why I bring it up to you. Like if you're an LA Ram, does it hurt you to wear a St. Louis jersey?
No, I mean it does. It's not that serious for me,
Well,
Fabian.
for me it is, bro. For me
Well,
it is.
they didn't rip. They took the team away from me at first or whatever, the Rams, and then they sent them whatever. But we brought them back. If you guys get the Supersonics back, then
If
maybe
I get the Sonics back, I'm not gonna wear no Oklahoma City Thunder jersey. Váyanse a la
it'll
verga.
it'll heal your heart though. That broken heart. But yeah, and then the other one that I saw is that now both teams can possess the ball in the overtime or something, right?
Yeah, I saw that'll be a big one.
Oh,
Yeah. But we'll see how is it only going to be 10 minutes or we'll see what the other rules and then I
so
think
I
there
wish they would do it college football style. I think college football overtime is like some of the most exciting fucking overtime there is.
it is the way that they changed it recently is a bit crazy. Like
Yeah,
some of these overtimes are insane, but
it's
I don't know.
insane, but I love it, dude. Like you could be going back and forth. Like each team could have like 8 chances, like just going back and forth until that one team slips up. But like you're just, it's a fucking exciting.
Well, the Eagles would basically push the fucking every time, so I wouldn't want that.
well, I think they're trying to get rid of the fucking Kansas City Chiefs black magic too.
Oh well,
Trying to get rid of
now
that.
they got the flesh bow Knicks right there to take the new team up right to the top.
Yep. Yeah, no, we're
We'll
taking
see.
care of those motherfuckers this year.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I know there was going to be another couple rule changes, or was that basically wraps them up?
Just the tush
The
push thing. I think I mean, today the vote, it didn't pass. They got pretty close though. Like you need 24, and Fabian said they got 16.
they
So
got
it's
16.
getting there. They're gonna revisit it in May, and
Hmm.
I got a feeling like it's gonna.
Yeah,
I feel like they're gonna get enough teams to overturn it. I wouldn't want to though, like, because to
I
me,
wouldn't
like
want to either.
I'm a big believer in like if you can't stop it, then you're not you got to be
You're
better, you know?
you got to be better. You're allowed. Every team's allowed to do
I mean
that.
it's
Yeah.
basically rugby. I mean at the end of it though,
Yeah,
and
but I
not
mean, no one does it better than Philly, so just get better at doing it. Like, you
no.
know?
I mean when your quarterback squats like 8,000 pounds, it just
Well,
helps out.
that's not the Eagles' fault. That's not it's not their fault. They can do
Yeah.
it. They have the
All
guys. They
right.
have the skills to do it.
I just, I got to face them. We faced them in the playoffs, and fuck, I hate that fucking play. But, yeah, no. Well, we got the draft coming up at the end of the month, I think. So we'll be talking football
Hell
again
yeah.
at some point. We're gonna see what the teams are gonna be looking like. Because I know the Rams right now are the top team in the West,
Negative.
but bro, we're the
Bro,
defending champs, defending
Fabian,
division champs.
you're fucking tripping, Fabian.
Yeah, we're the
We'll see.
division reigning
I don't
champs right
care.
now.
I'm not
You
gonna
have
give them.
as I'll say the same thing. Like Real Madrid is still the defending Champions League champions. Until someone knocks us off, they're still the champions. So
Well,
Bro,
respect
see,
it,
they're
we'll
the
Fabian.
see how it
division
comes.
champs. They're the division champs, and they added Devontae. Like,
That
Yeah,
Seattle's
doesn't
not there,
matter.
bro.
That still doesn't matter.
you
He had a
guys,
bad year
dude,
in New York. He could have a
our
bad year.
defensive linemen are gonna be like just licking their chops,
Well, I
waiting for
told you
Sam
that's
Darnold.
gonna be a good game. Our defense against your guys' offense. We'll see.
And then your quarterback throws it back to our defense, so that's gonna be fine.
We'll
But
see. We'll
Did you
see.
anyways,
guys see how the schedules are gonna be next year?
Not
no.
So
really.
you'll play your division rivals first,
Mhm.
and then midway through the season, like you'll play them. Like you'll get those games first. They won't be You know how this
T-
year,
t-
like they were left towards the end of the year, so like Denver
Yeah.
played
that was
Kansas City
nice.
when Kansas City it didn't mean it. This year, they won't be left towards the end, so we'll play all division rivals early, like twice a year, but earlier in the year.
Earlier. Okay.
But it ended out pretty good for how the games for like the Seahawks and the Rams, like right, theirs was like to the last game of
Yeah,
the year.
exactly. That one
Yeah.
mattered because
I
that
mean,
one
yeah,
So
mattered
Denver.
for
If
sure.
fucking, I mean, I would take how we had to get into playoffs last year. I mean, fuck yeah, I'll take that shit. But people were like, oh, Kansas City wasn't trying, and they
Yeah, they
were
rested their
because they didn't
players.
want. I mean, I take that shit. But that's one thing I saw in the schedules is that the division games won't be your last like 3 games of the season. So
uh, they'll have pros and cons, but
yeah,
We'll get into that though. I think when come August, when we start getting into more football talk, we'll bring that up again.
yeah,
yeah.
for sure. So I know what we'll get into some baseball. I know opening week. I love it, baby. It's baseball every day. I love it. It doesn't even have to be the Dodgers. I'll be watching it.
Exactly. Baseball didn't disappoint this weekend,
Yeah.
dudes.
Tell us a little bit about it, Eric. What'd you end up seeing about some standout performers, or what'd you like? I know Ellie De La Cruz. He's been off to a good start too, right?
Yeah, he's been going off, but I got a few other. I mean, I guess we can all chime in about the Aaron Judge stuff and the Yankees, so I'll leave that one out. 'Cause we all probably got an opinion on that.
Yup.
But I saw there was a few records that happened on opening day. So Tyler O'Neill,
Uh-huh.
he has a record where he continuously hits. No, wait, hold on.
Opening day home runs. It's like his sixth or seventh.
Yes. Six
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
row,
So his
6 years in a
opening day
row.
home run. So he's just consistently on opening day just hits a fucking home run. And my little stat or my like little opinion was like if I was pitching to him, knowing like he has that record,
Walk
I
his
would be
ass.
like walk his ass, like fuck that record.
See, and that's what you don't understand in baseball. You don't do that shit. There's unwritten rules in baseball, right?
Si
So
fuera
when
un
they're
paisa, si fuera un paisa,
Dude, I'd be like
chingate.
fucking walk him every single time, and we're ending his fucking record today.
bro, there's like little hidden rules in baseball and stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if there's a no hitter like going on, you don't bunt, right? So you don't bunt because then if you do, you're gonna get hit in the ribs, right?
Oh
There's
shit.
yeah, there's things like that. When you don't steal when you're up by a lot, there's like, and they're
Mm.
so sensitive with baseball, so it's funny, but that would be someone's getting the ball thrown at their head if they do that.
Next season, if there's a Mexican pitcher out there next season, when they come up against him, just a little shout out, just walk his ass.
Well, shit, if the Mariners could actually ever get to the ninth inning with a lead, they would have a Mexican pitcher coming
Fuck,
in.
man. It's
Andres
some
Munoz,
bullshit.
bro.
Seriously,
Bro,
god damn it, man.
all right, just because I'll tell you, I'll let you go in first, Fabian, but what did you like about the first week?
What I liked about the first week was the torpedo drama.
Mm.
Definitely torpedo drama. But
Does
what's
it remind you of your butt plug or something, or what?
no, 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 no. Te pasas, te
I
pasas,
know,
te
I know, my bad.
pasas.
I just thought it was entertaining how you just thought the shape was
No,
so
no, no.
nice.
Yeah, no. It's because it reminds me of something else, but that's for
Órale,
another time.
órale, órale.
Then that's
But
for
anyways,
another podcast. Dude, did you know though that Aaron Judge is not using the torpedo bat?
I mean, with him, you don't really. So there's like, I've kind of I was actually watching the Yankees game a little bit today, and they were talking about the reason why they did it is because they have like analytics behind it, and it's specific to their player, right, to their
Yeah.
hitter. Aaron Judge doesn't hit the ball on the inside of his hands, you know.
Yeah, and he doesn't hit it where like the freaking letters are. That's why. That's
Yeah,
where the torpedo bat is like expanded, right in where around the letters and the words at.
Bro, I was seeing something that like the Yankees, the guy who came up with this shit was like some guy who went to like MIT or some shit. Like, bro,
yeah.
like le buscan por donde sea.
Yeah, baseball is like that. They'll find any little
Mm.
gray area. That's why recently they stopped where you know how they check their pitchers' hands if they're sticky and stuff now?
Yep, yep,
It's because they used to just find whatever their ways to like get the ball sticky so it can get the extra spin, whatever it was. But
yep, yep.
uh but yeah, the torpedo thing is like now a lot of teams are trying to see, oh,
It
let's order those bats. But
it's not illegal. We got to say it's not illegal.
Honestly,
nope.
this makes baseball exciting though. Like, you imagine being like, hey, there's fucking torpedo bats. Like you're gonna be like, what the fuck is that? Like I'm gonna tune in to see what the fuck a torpedo bat. And
Yup.
then and then the day they debuted it, they fucking go off and score 20
Yup.
runs.
They
That's
broke
why.
they broke the record, and then a lot of teams like Ellie De La Cruz has a torpedo bat, and
Mm,
he just launched a couple of. So I guess there's a difference, right? Where the reason why they use the torpedo and why Aaron Judge wouldn't use it,
mm.
right? Aaron Judge has hit 58 home runs the year before this last year, 60 something the last year before that. You don't need to tweak much with him, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That the guy that they were tweaking it for was Anthony Volpe, and he's like a short like guy, and if you hit the ball on the inside of the hands, like
Yeah.
you're getting, it's like you're jammed. You get jammed, right? So maybe the swing's a little long or whatever, but at that point,
It's,
they got to just find ways to make these guys better because, and the way that it has been working, where there's been a lot more offense.
yeah. Oh, there's a quote from one of the St. Louis catchers, Wilson Contreras, or
Mm,
yeah, Contreras. He he said that he knew a sales rep that was making those bats,
hmm
and that told him that actually the Yankees were using some of those bats as early as like last postseason, and just we didn't catch it. We didn't catch it. It's just making it. It's making a big deal because of all the home runs and all the offense that's going off right now.
Well, the Yankees still can't play any defense, so they could hope they can hit as many home runs with those torpedo bats. But until they learn how to play defense, where the
No,
Dodgers are okay.
but what's their record right now? Aren't they like 5-0 too? Also
Today they ended up I think
for
losing to the
oh,
Diamondbacks seven to
so
five, so they're 3-1.
3-1.
Dodgers
Yeah.
undefeated though, right? Still.
Los Dodgers.
Yup, Dodgers. I mean, I could we could talk about them. You know, they look. This is one thing that I'm seeing the difference between them and like the Mariners, right? The
Mm,
Dodgers will be down,
Bro,
and
Rob is just Rob with the Mariners, bro.
bro, I try to be a fan for them, right? I try
he's trying, yeah, he's trying.
I like their pitching staff, bro, and it's like I've been watching them, right? It's not like I
Mm,
only watch
mm.
the Dodger games. Like I watched today the Yankees and the Diamondbacks, but I try to watch the Mariners almost every day, and like
Look,
I love
he wants
watching
to
their
like,
pitch. I
andale,
just want to
andale.
uplift them. I want to uplift them. Like
Yep.
it's they're like the Dodgers
But
will be the team like they're gonna be they're down a run or two. They're
mm,
gonna score. They're gonna come back.
with the Mariners though, they could be up, and then the other team could be the one like tying it or taking over.
Which
So
Rosarena, he actually I don't know if you saw the other day. He did that clutch moment. He did end up saving you guys, but
yeah, that was the
yeah,
first game I think against the A's.
yeah.
He ended up hitting a home run and an RBI and all that. But after that though, Arosanena kind of dropped a little bit. He ended up like not producing that much after those games.
Man, Mariners, I'm gonna talk about you guys all day. If you guys are gonna start Ryan Bliss, that second baseman, I think he's gonna make a difference for you guys to win, go into the playoffs and make a good playoff run.
No, think again. We got to think again on that one.
Yeah, even J.P. Crawford at this point. This guy, these guys are like,
But
I don't know
the
what you
only
guys are
the
doing.
only good news is though we signed Kyle Raleigh to another 6-year extension, so we'll be able to retain him for a while.
I mean, there's the start, but it's not the missing pieces.
Yeah,
What
it's
other?
True.
definitely it's definitely about like moments, and I think it applies in every sport, not just baseball. But it's like you got to analyze like the moment and the team, and it's like what are we missing? Like what is the only thing missing from us taking advantage of this window? Because like your windows are for so long, because eventually everyone wants to get paid. People are getting older, so it's just like you wish how Rob goes off about the Mariners. Like you wish someone like Rob was like in there in the
Yeah,
GM being like, hey, fuck it, like this is a small opportunity we have. Like
let's get a
let's
fucking
make some
second
fucking
baseman in there.
moves. Let's throw everything in and try to get it done because it's just gonna look like a wasted talent window that the Mariners had if they're not gonna use it to its full potential.
Exactly. One hundred
Yeah.
percent agree. 100%.
Yep, these are and that's the thing with baseball. Pitchers' arms, like they could only sometimes go for so long. Right? Like you guys have been lucky with the health of some pitchers, but even Kirby or that guy Kirby's George Kirby,
Hmm.
he's hurt a little bit this year. So it's like that stuff adds up, but you guys got to make sure you capitalize on that. But that's why I'm not going to give the Mariners a pass ever on this because it's like I see the potential. Other teams, like I mean, if we want to give a power rankings, like
Mhm.
I mean, I'm not. It's not being biased, but I would say the Dodgers are like number one.
Los
Um,
Dodgers.
yeah, number two, I would put the Padres with the Yankees right there. You know.
Yeah, surprising. Me and you, when we were
Padres are
ranking the,
undefeated, right?
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, they're
yeah.
undefeated too. I saw this shit.
But
Yeah.
when me and Rob were talking about that division, I didn't expect the Padres to come out like this.
I said it that they were still a really
They
good team. I always knew that they were a good team. It just what I will give them some shade. I'll throw some shade at their team. Um, it seems like their team just gives their players steroids. You know, they Jurickson and Profar today or yesterday or whatever the other day. I
That's
don't know if you
right.
saw that, but he got caught for
Yep.
steroids and he just came from the Padres, which the Padres had. Um, Fernando
Ah,
Tatis. They've got a couple other players before.
yeah.
You know, I wouldn't be
Is it
surprised.
is it Manny Machado? Is it Manny Machado with them too?
Yeah, but I don't. He hasn't really done. He hasn't done steroids, but there's a couple other
Bro,
guys in
but I
their
feel like that's a
organization.
thing in baseball. No, it's just kind of like a thing. And it's like if I can get away with it, like they'll keep. Like I don't know. I feel like it's something like that. Like it'll never go away.
Yeah, there's always like the way that you try to get away with all the with drug tests isn't anything, right? Some normal people try to pass drug tests at works at places of work as well, right?
Diles que me manden some testosterone over here to Seattle.
Yeah, you missing out on some or what?
No, pues, it doesn't hurt to have a little extra.
Yeah. Then, but yeah, no, I just throwing shade, but at this point, their team has something in their trainers. There's sometimes those teams that doing the extra stuff, but right now, yeah, I've been keyed into baseball. I've been trying to keep up with as much as I can. Um, I was surprised that the Angels right now are 4-1. That's not a team
Freaking
that
Angels, bro. That's
they're not
another
going to
one that
stay
you
up
and
there.
I,
Watch.
you and I, predicted them to be towards the bottom, and then right now they're in first.
Yeah, but it's only the first week, like we say.
Yeah. Remember, you and I, Rob, I was telling you about the two Central divisions, the AL Central and the NL Central.
Hmm.
They've been struggling this past weekend against teams from the coast. So from the East Coast and the West Coast divisions, the only two teams that are doing good are the St. Louis and the Cleveland Guardians are the only ones that have a winning record in the Central
Yeah,
divisions. Because the Twins are 0-4. Detroit fucking beat my Mariners, but they're 1-3.
they're winning 3-0 again right now against you guys. So.
Hijos de su madre. It's
And then the
freaking crazy.
Guardians are losing 3-0 to the Padres, so Padres are looking like they're gonna go stay undefeated. Dodgers still have a
Yeah,
long
so
way
it's
to go.
those
They're down
coast teams, the
1-0,
teams from
but
the coast.
we'll see. I know that
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah. No,
baseball's a long season, right? This it's not we'll wait. It's like broken up into different parts. You would want to wait at least 40, 50 games for players to start to figure out teams, you know. So there's still going to
How's
be some surprise teams.
Our Fresa MLB queen doing?
Who?
who?
Devers.
Who?
Oh
Oh,
my
that's right.
gosh.
Oh, that's right.
Rafael Devers, bro. What
That's
That fool's
about
not
it?
right.
even. He doesn't even have the crown. He's like the queen of the Fresas right now.
Bro,
Dude, he
0
broke a
for
record.
19. 0 for 19 with 15 strikeouts.
That's a record, Rob. Did you know that? He broke a
Uh,
record because the
well,
previous record was like 0 for 13.
bro, it's mentally he's like it's they messed him up mentally for sure. Like it is like I'll say it
What
like
do
for
you
him to be
mean?
out. What?
What do you mean they messed him up mentally?
What do you mean they just signed him? So think about this
Right, but
being a
weren't
player.
you the one telling him
Yes,
like he's the worst
I said
defensive?
yes, but there's such a thing as like a mental aspect into baseball, right?
Well,
So
think
like
about it.
they
Yeah.
just say they just signed him the year before to $300 million extension, right? 300 million. So when you in your mind, okay, I'm the future cornerstone of this team.
And
I
then
play
what they
third
do
base, and then they sign a guy. Maybe they didn't even communicate it right, right? They
to
just
him.
signed Bregman, And then they just and then at that point that's why he maybe reacted in February like, oh, I'm the third baseman even though he sucks, right? Um,
No, it's
but it's
true.
it's it's the thing is like some players, it's like I've heard right from the analysts and all this is like some people need that routine to be able to hit well. Like it's such a different thing to just come off the bench and hit instead of being in like some sort of like flow rhythm,
Ah,
a
yeah.
certain flow or rhythm. So not only are you getting screwed mentally from not being on your normal position, not doing all this. You thought you were the cornerstone player, then they move you like whatever. The DH, like, no haces nada way. You're just literally get up to bat. So,
Oh for 19, dude. That's crazy.
yeah.
Pues te
Not
tienes que poner las pilas, dude. Like baseball, like any other sport, it's not just a one sided thing. You gotta be good on both ends, and if not, that's sports. They'll bring someone in who's better at the thing you're not good at.
Hey, baseball's got guaranteed contracts, so no matter what, he's gonna get
mm,
paid, even if he sucks.
even if he doesn't play and shit.
So he's got writing that check every day, every time, every
Peachy guy.
yep. So I mean, we'll get into baseball throughout it, but like I said, there's some good teams so far. Some teams have disappointed. Some players like the
Surprising.
Fres, yep, that have been disappointing. But yeah, well, we have plenty of time to get into baseball throughout the whole year. So um, that wraps up for baseball.
Let's get into the Mexican and the Fresa of the week. What do you think?
I'll let Eric go on this one.
Well, are we gonna do Fresa or Mexican first?
I'll start with the Mexican, and then you could do Fresa, and then me and you can go into the Fresa because I think we have a lot to say
Yeah,
about
I
our
have something to
Fresa.
say. I have something to say if this fucker's saying this about
Mm-hmm.
what?
Mm-hmm.
I don't have
But,
something to say or what?
Maybe then just
but
just just get us into both because we know.
yeah, but starting off with our Mexican of the week is Moreno, UFC flyweight ex champ. He's a 2-time champ, Rob. But he recently
Fabian,
lost.
address our compa right, man.
Who?
World champion Brandon Moreno.
World.
Don't just say Moreno. Introduce this guy, o sea, es nuestra
Yeah,
sangre. World,
not
He
everybody
is.
knows who he
yeah,
is, fools.
That's
Like
world
true.
fucking
literally,
True.
champion, world
you know him in
defending
the.
title champion
No,
Brandon
you're right.
fucking
Are you
Moreno.
That's
Eric?
right.
Are you talking about me as the fantasy champion? Damn, I got you got all excited
The
for a
Damn
second.
you! Why you gotta ruin that shit?
Yeah, Rob. God. But anyways,
Anyways,
he fought this weekend and he won in a decision. But after the win, he came out and told UFC that he wants to be in the next UFC that UFC is going to go to Mexico and Guadalajara. I don't know if you guys knew about
oh
that,
hell
but
yeah,
I had
In September,
heard some rumors, but I didn't know if they confirmed it or not.
so yeah, it's confirmed that it's going to be called UFC Noche event in September. That's going to be in Guadalajara. After the match, Brandon Moreno said he wants to be there to possibly have a title rematch with the champion that he lost to. His name is Alexandre Pantoja, Brazilian guy. And Brandon Moreno right now is just on a good slope where I feel like if he goes to rematch Pantoja for the title, he could probably get it. But right now, he's fighting good. He won this weekend. He's putting Mexico on the map, in the UFC. And like Eric said, we gotta shout him out,
Bro,
represent him, and
Mexico's coming up in UFC though for sure. Like we have a lot of fucking young talent coming up that, you
yeah,
know, like Dana White said, like even that fool said it. If they it's a fucking compliment when they tell you you fight like a Mexican.
yeah,
You know? So like
exactly.
even
bro,
that fool who I think is like the best in the fighting game in terms of like what he's done with the UFC for him to
Yeah,
say stuff about that like about
uh,
Mexico.
yeah.
It's
He
like
recognizes.
yeah.
Yeah,
So and I've heard that they want to invest in having like some sort of UFC facility down there like to have like
yeah,
a little
true.
base. So I
yeah,
think I hope so because that's one of the outside of soccer. That's one of the things that in Mexico it's like all the young
Known
guys
for.
and they come up for is either soccer or boxing and boxing
yeah,
is related to fighting. So if they can provide world class
resources to
opportunities
us.
and
Yeah,
resources for
We
for
could
for
have.
young for the
yeah,
younger people who don't have the
Phew.
resources, like in the fighting
Yep.
man.
game.
That'll be
Fuck.
awesome in the future. Be awesome in the
Bro,
future to see that.
watch out, Dagestan. We got Mexico. If they learn this
Fuck
some
yeah.
jujitsu, what, bro?
Yup. Vamos a decir,
Bro,
we
I
have compa Gabby that knows a little
yeah.
jujitsu, so
That's where I do feel a lot of pride. Like even when you mentioned how Dana White has said that, like when you fight like a Mexican, that's a compliment. Like that's something that, as far as Mexican, like soccer, they might let us down, but with fighting, they just always represent us. Like
No,
that.
yeah,
even
for sure.
even
You talk
in the
about
streets,
fighting,
Rob.
boxing, anything Mexico.
Anything.
I don't know. To me, Mexico's up there like one or two easy when it comes to
Le,
like any combat sports.
le
Tenemos
entramos
la
a los
sangre caliente,
le
cabrones, ¿verdad?
entramos a
Fuck
los
yeah.
putazos.
Ah, shit.
Entramos.
Yeah, pasión tenemos, ¿verdad?
But the opposite of that, Rob, is a
Yeah.
fucking fresa of this week, dude. His name
Tell us.
Joe Pfeiffer. This motherfucker was in the UFC event this weekend too that happened in Mexico, and he ended up canceling his match. He didn't even fight
He
because
pussied out because he's a fucking
No.
pussy.
pussied out. He went on Instagram or wherever and started talking shit about Mexico, bro, where he was like, fuck Mexico, I'll never go back to that country. The food fucked me up. Like, just fuck Mexico in general, dude.
Yeah. So some context. Basically, he got like food sickness, right?
Mm-hmm.
A professional fucking athlete got sick from food. When you're at the top of your game, supposedly competing in UFC, you should know what your body intakes and what it does not intake. You should
He,
know and have the people like, hey, you should probably eat this. You should probably not eat this. It's not just because it's fucking Mexico. You're a
he,
professional fucking athlete.
you know what he did? He's like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna get the hamburgers here. You don't go to get the hamburgers anywhere, all right? You get the
Right?
tacos, fool.
Dude, this dumbass was in Mexico for 2 months before the fight also. So I feel
Oh,
like he had
pues.
enough time to like go through whatever he was going
Bro,
through.
but it's not even that. You don't
Get
need
a
to go there for
chef.
2 months. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like you just know I should probably eat this, or you don't take a risk, especially if you're going to go compete in an event. Like, don't take a risk on not eating stuff you normally use or just basic shit,
exactly.
Don't
But
fucking blame the fucking country, you
then he
bitch.
blames the whole country and says like fuck that country, I'm never going back and shit like that. What do you expect though from a motherfucker from Philadelphia that used to work at Verizon and a Honda dealership? So you can already tell what kind of piece of
Dirtbag,
shit he is. Exactly.
sleazy salesman. That
What do
fucking
you
piece of
fucking
shit.
expect, man? This
Yeah,
Bro,
fucking
he
he's
can't
lucky
sell.
that he fucking tweeted this shit after because his fucking nickname is Body Bags, motherfucker. That he would have been in one if he would have said that shit
oh,
down there, bro.
imagínate, someone just hits a
Oh
quick call
shit,
to the
Oh,
cartel or
mames.
something.
And I got a
shit.
fucking stat for that fucking bitch. Let me see. Mexico, according to Atlas rankings, is ranked third for fucking food. You motherfucker. You know who
Yeah,
isn't in the top 10? USA, bitch.
yeah,
And you know what? We're the only Latin America country to rank in the top 10 of foods. So, you
yeah,
know who isn't in that fucking list? America, bitch. So don't come
yeah.
complaining about us for fucking food.
His
Just because you guys
fucking
got cheesesteaks in Philly don't mean shit, Joe
Yeah,
that's what I was
Pfeiffer.
gonna
bro.
say.
Fucking
Fucking
shove that fucking cheesesteak up your ass.
Yeah, fucking
Fucking
chopped
piece.
cheese bullshit.
That yeah,
Yeah, we'd rather
exactly.
take a chopped cheese than a fucking Philly cheesesteak. Don't quote me on that one, but fuck.
No, so yeah, fucking fresa. That's gonna be a hard one to top for
Yeah,
fresa of the week in the future because motherfucker, anyone else would have fucking gone through with the fight and fought through that whatever, and this piece of shit just
man,
pussied out.
you just gotta shit yourself. What are you gonna just do? If you just shit yourself, it's
Fucking
all
He,
good. We
bro, he
understand.
basically got fucking chorro. That's what happens, bro. Like, don't be a bitch about it.
It's a
yep.
Tuesday for me, bro. What the
Exact.
fuck?
Bro, when we go
So
to
yeah,
las fiestas in La Union, you know we're getting that shit at least once or
Yeah,
twice. We're still out there partying, though.
exactly.
We don't bitch
yeah,
it
bro.
out.
You just got
No,
shit stains on your underwear. That ain't nothing.
I got
so
another fucking stat for his ass, too, because he's like shithole of a country, motherfucker.
Yeah.
2025 World Happiness Report. World Happiness ranks Mexico 10th, USA 24th, so you can suck my ass.
there you go, there you go. You maybe
Canada ranks
someone
above them. Canada's still dogging them.
Damn, what does they have? Poutine? That shit's fuck.
Some people just don't know what happiness is, and they go to other countries and they
And
see
shit on.
happiness, and they're like, "Oh no, this is too
Bro, and he's
much."
just fucking with the wrong people. Like that's like like if you want to get on a whole country's bad side, like you can talk so much shit about anything, but like you start talking shit about our food and we're a shithole
Yeah,
country, bro. You can't even. You
food.
probably don't even go out in New York because I bet you the New York fucking population we fucking dominate that
Oh
shit.
yeah,
So
Yeah.
motherfucker.
just
Damn.
he's on the map now. We'll keep an eye on his ass
You
now.
you better make sure no Mexicans are cooking your food after this one, all right, Brandon Joe Fife or whatever your
Yeah,
fucking name
motherfucker.
is.
Who
Yep,
cooks your
yep,
fucking cheesesteaks? Go back there and take a
yep.
peek. Who cooks? With the
Yeah,
fucking Chona song in the
Send us a
background making
yeah.
them fucking cheesesteaks.
Gachona.
Motherfucker.
send us a video at Los Fantasy Cuz, bro. We'll be waiting for you.
Yeah, shit. So yeah, that wraps up the fresa and the Mexican of the week for sure. That
You could tell there was some passion in this one this week.
Fuck yeah, dude.
yeah,
I'm ready to throw Gabby's jujitsu ass on him.
shit. I'll throw it down. Fuck.
Fuck
I'll let him
yeah.
talk about us, but yeah. And let's go into a lighter note. I know he was talking about food, so now we got to talk about food too.
That's
Fuck
right.
yeah.
So let's go into the Mount Rushmore of fast foods, and
Fast
we'll have a
foods.
couple rules. Okay, it's not only the ones with drive-throughs. All right, so it's just something quick, something good. But yeah, who wants to go first?
We'll
I'll
just
go
say
first.
we'll just say nothing where it's a sit down and you have a server. Well, we'll just
Yeah,
keep it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
That's
simplest
not
thing.
Yep.
that's
Yep.
not fast food. Exactly. That's
Yeah.
not really
Okay.
fast food.
All
I'll go
right.
first. Rob,
Wait,
you'll
wait,
go
wait.
second.
Why the fuck are
Yeah.
you going first?
Yeah. Eric hasn't gone first at any of these Mount Rushmores. Let him go
Yeah.
first.
It's because Eric said in in an episode or two where he was like he's in the industry, so he might know
Yeah,
a
but
little
then
bit more.
I'm
So
fucking myself because then I get you guys. If like last week the first three like it was like my first three, so I'm like nah, fuck
Well,
that.
you had what's it called? What did I get on my? Anyways, who cares? You can go first.
Yeah,
go
no, I'm
first,
going
and
first.
then okay, dale.
All right, my one of one, and I'm taking
Yeah.
all of them. So you can't say, oh well, I like
Yeah.
the one, and I'm taking all teriyaki joints.
Fuck you! I fucking can't stand you for saying that, motherfucker. That was mine, bro. I was literally gonna say teriyaki. I was literally gonna say teriyaki based. Oh, I can't stand you, Eric.
Over here in Seattle, dude. I swear,
Oh,
I get teriyaki like 4 times a week. No
Bro,
joke.
that's why I
bro.
wanted to go first because I know if that's why Fabian was like, I'll start it off. No, bitch, because you were gonna take teriyaki. That's why I was like, no.
I didn't even think you guys were gonna fuckers. I didn't even think you guys were gonna consider that one. I didn't even ask on the tweet yesterday or WhatsApp message yesterday.
Well,
That's
the
why I
debate
asked
is
if like it could be like places like sandwich shops and shit. Because I was like in the back of my mind, I'm like, all right, fucking teriyaki.
like teriyaki because it
Fuck
doesn't
you,
really have a
Eric.
drive-through.
Fuck
Doesn't
you. I will tell you that right now.
Fuck,
That
that's a
was
good
my.
one.
I thought that was my sleeper. Like I didn't think you guys were gonna pick that one.
Bro, what you talking about, bro? That's all we were raised up when you lived in Seattle. We were raised on fucking teriyaki, bro.
Oh, I was gonna pay my respects to Seattle for me living there now. Like you fucked up my whole thing now. Ah, shit. Fabian, I'll go. Do you want to go second? I don't
I'll
care
go
now at this
second.
point.
I'll go
If
second.
you take one of mine, I'm gonna come
I
around the
am.
screen and slap you. No, never mind. I'm second now. I'm second. No, I'm second.
Hey,
No.
Rob, Rob, Fabian,
In and
you've been going first for like in all the Mount Cuhmore. You're
Yeah,
going
no.
last this time.
Yeah, bro,
Don't
you're going
take-
last.
Don't take it out, Rob.
In and out's mine.
No, Rob's next.
I
Rob's next.
fuck you guys. If you're gonna take teriyaki and in and out,
In and out.
hey, in and out's mine. I'm number 2. I get in and out as mine. In and out's my number 1. Mount Rushmore.
Bro, I got a question on that. Or I don't know if a question, but like more like an insight. Like that shit's
What?
so true. The in and outs outside of fucking California are not the same. We have one here in fucking Colorado. That shit fucking sucks here.
There's one in Oregon too, and it's not the
No.
same.
I mean,
you have to get them in California. The Vegas one, that one I don't mind it, but if it's not California, like that shit's actually true. For some reason, it's not the same shit.
See, Eric,
What do
you
you
gotta
think,
order.
Rob?
I order it like I mean, the way I order it, I order it the same at every other location. I just added a different modification now.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to go into our orders, but sometimes you have to ask for light salt on your meat. I get, grilled onions, whole grilled onions. You can get all these things
But-
on it. So
Bro,
But
like
is
it's
that the
still
same
good. It
at
just
all of
doesn't
them, though?
slap the same way as like the OGs in California do for some reason. Like they're still good.
I
They just
agree.
they don't slap the same way.
I
Well,
agree with Eric.
I'm gonna take In-N-Out's number one because it's consistent, it's fresh.
And
I
it's
can
good.
customize, not like some other location in Seattle that we won't throw shade at. But go
That's
ahead,
right.
Fabian. You're
Well,
next.
then you guys took mine. My number one Mount Rushmore will be how do the paisa say Chick-fil-A? Chick-fil-A?
Oh,
You
that one went
motherfucker.
down on my list, bro.
Chick-fil-A for me, bro. It's like I think I remember reading in like what the top 5 healthiest fast foods is. Chick-fil-A is always like at the top. So for me,
That
also the
shit's a fucking
Chick-fil-A
lie,
sauce,
bro.
Yeah,
the Chick-fil-A sauce, bro. I will get lost in that sauce every single day.
yeah.
I
That
love
sauce is fire.
Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A too, but that shit, don't believe the health shit, dude. That shit's full of
Yeah.
MSG.
Well,
Yeah,
dude, they
true.
recently, I know we're not going into being a health critics, all right? But recently, you know how before they used to be, oh, no antibiotics or nothing, all
Hmm.
whatever on their chicken. They don't
That's right.
do that no more because they stopped that. And then they got, like, now that I know they got like 40, 50 ingredients in their chicken, I can only eat things with like 5 ingredients in my name, in the thing. So,
I'll still take it. I'll still take it just
all
because
right,
of the sauce.
all right, Eric, you're next. Go again.
All right, I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take one. I think it's just a Colorado-based one. I don't know, but it's called Chiba Hut sandwiches.
Oh no, you can't take that one. No, I know what you're talking about, but
Yeah.
no, you can't
Chiba
take
Hut.
that one.
No, I can't
That's a
take that
good.
shit.
No, it's not everywhere. It has to be like a fucking national brand.
What the
I
fuck does that have to
I
do with
think
anything?
All right. I'll let you take Chiba Hut. Fuck it.
Chiba
I'm
Hut is
taking
good,
Chiba Hut
dude.
sandwiches, bro.
Chiba
That
Hut's
shit is
fire.
fucking.
I just
The
had that
toasted
yesterday.
sandwiches,
I just had that yesterday.
Bro,
and it was good.
the first time I tried it, I literally went back a week, like straight, just to try a different fucking sandwich. That shit's fire.
Bro, the
And
fact
every
that they
single
got a Chiba Hut, by the way, is a stoner sandwich shop. They got
fire.
fucking Kool-Aid. They got Kool-Aid as a beverage,
As
all
a
right?
fountain
But
drink.
I don't know if you've
Oh
ever seen. I
damn!
don't know if you've seen that. How do you not know it's a stoner hut?
I
Because
didn't
they
No,
know
I
that.
literally
know I know it's a stoner hub, but I'm
Yeah,
not. I mean, I'm not a
look at
stoner,
all
but
their
I
art.
love their
I know,
sandwiches.
but look at all
Oh, their
their
artwork.
artwork, and then even
Oh,
they have this like sign that I just read yesterday. It says "Thank you for smoking pot." Like what the hell? Like, but Chiba, hey, that's a good pick. All right, Eric, I literally didn't consider that one because I was like, it's maybe just stuck to this region,
no,
but
but a lot
good
of
pick.
people know about it. That's why. Yeah, a lot of people
Good
know about
pick,
that
good
one.
pick. All right, well then for my number two, I know that you took in some good ones, but I'm gonna take Chipotle. So Chipotle, you can never go wrong. It always comes up solid. I know you gotta be on their ass to be like, hey, make sure you don't go skimpy on my shit. So hey,
Ponle
put
más,
that
ponle
extra.
más, ponle
Yep.
más.
That's
All right, so
crazy.
that's my number two. What's
That's
yours?
a crazy pick,
Why?
My
bro.
Chipotle
You
is
can't be Mexican putting fucking Chipotle up there as like a fucking top chain.
Well, what do you what do you mean? What
I,
else am I? It's not like I can have. I was gonna put up like King Taco. Like, see, that's what I thought about, like King
King
Taco or like
Taco,
something like that.
but
Then
that's
I
not
just
a
it
national.
is
King
it
Taco is
is, but
King Taco national.
Neither is Chiba Hut, neither is fucking teriyaki. So let's not start these rules, all right? All right, but
Yeah,
yeah,
that starts
Chipotle.
changing it.
I'll do Chipotle because I wasn't gonna take King
My
Taco, all right?
Okay, got it, got it. My national one with it's more maybe from the south and maybe a little on the west is Whataburger.
Mm, I'll let you
I'll
take that
take
one.
I'll take some Whataburger with some banana pudding milkshake and I think it's their like sourdough cheeseburger, bro. When I tried that one, I was like, this is it. This is it for sure.
Their Dr. Pepper shake is fucking fire whenever they have
Doctor,
All
it.
right, all right.
I'll take Whataburger.
Let's go, Eric.
All right, I'm gonna take my favorite burger place. My favorite burger place is Five Guys. So that's my third.
Five Guys legit,
Five Guys is
legit
a fucking.
respects.
It's worth to get down and have to order that shit to me. So
You hear that, guys? Eric loves Five Guys in him. But anyways, my next one is gonna be so simple but so good. I know you guys know which one. Raisin Canes. They just
Oh man,
ooh,
you guys.
Raising
I don't know if you guys
Canes.
forget. Raisin Canes is on my third. So have such a
That's
simple
another
menu,
one.
and that one's my third.
That's another one, bro. Where I will fucking get like a cup full of their sauce
Yeah.
and just fucking get lost in that sauce.
Oh, you
bro,
lost in the
I be
sauce.
buying the gallons of like the sweet tea and shit from there.
The sweet teas also, dude.
Good. I took one of your guys's.
Over here,
Good.
over here in Seattle, I think the closest Raising Cane's to is like I think it's Vancouver, Washington, so it's right next to Portland. So we have to make that drive down there if we want to go to Raising Cane's.
Fuck yeah.
Sheesh. All
What's your
right, let's
third,
go.
Fabian?
Yeah.
Dude, mine, because you guys know I'm a basic white bitch.
Yes, we do.
Starbucks.
Oh,
What
pues.
the fuck?
Starbucks. I
Bro,
will
you're from
never.
Seattle and you say you Starbucks, bro?
Bro,
The
I
come
will
coffee
on.
instead?
never. I will never say no to a Starbucks if someone's like, "Hey, you want a Starbucks?" or "Hey, you want to get some Starbucks today?" I'll never say no to
Dude, that's like, we gotta
Starbucks
put an asterisk on that pick because that's not even
because
fast food. That's just coffee.
it is a
It
fast
is. It
food.
is. It is. It is. It has a
Fast food.
drive-through. It
It
has
has a
food. It
drive-through. It
has
has food.
Yeah,
drinks.
that's a
Even though
weak. That's a weak
I don't.
third pick.
To
Yeah, that's a
me,
week.
bro, it's everywhere. You could go to California. You could go to fucking Montana. You can go to
Try
fucking
Becky. You let us know,
anywhere.
Becky.
I will never, you know, not be proud of my white girl roots.
Pumpkin spice season. That's what
Oh
he
Bro,
likes.
there's so
Oh,
no,
don't
many.
even
There's,
bro.
start.
bro,
Oh
Fabian.
no.
There's like, off the top of my head, I could probably name like 3 or 4 more coffee shops in Washington alone that are better than fucking Starbucks.
Well, yes,
Mercury's,
but
bro.
Fuck
Mercury's. Come on.
Mercury's is like
Mercury's.
fucking. That's my
I
favorite one
know,
there.
Yeah.
but they don't have that food like Starbucks does. That's why. Freaking Dutch Bros doesn't have a lot of food either. They just have like little muffins and stuff. But as if we're considering like fast food, like I could go get a burrito or I could go get a croissant sandwich from them too. Never say no.
Damn,
Never say
that's
no. That's right.
crazy.
That's right. All
Ahí
right.
está.
Let's start. Let's finish off the list.
All right, my fourth is, and this could be my one of one because it's like one of my favorite fucking dishes, but I couldn't take one of one because I had to get teriyaki. But my fourth,
Before us.
my fourth is Dave's hot chicken.
I like it.
Fucking hot chicken sandwich, bro, is like that's like I like it sometimes more than a fucking meat burger. Like a hot sandwich, and then like their fucking coleslaw, their mac and cheese. I put that all in a fucking sandwich, dude. I gain like
Ooh,
6-7 pounds in one sitting when I eat there,
it's
dude.
worth it.
That
Sheesh.
shit is so fire though.
I tried recently that I've been here in Denver. I tried Waldo's. Have you guys tried Waldo's?
Mm-mm.
No.
No, that one's pretty good.
Oh
It's
wait,
almost like a
Rob, real
better
quick
rate
side note. How much longer are you here in Denver?
till Friday.
If you get a chance, go try NADC Burger.
NADC burger.
Yeah,
I'll
not a
try.
damn. They're
Text.
called not a damn chance burger. They're from Austin. They're fucking fire, dude.
Oh, all right, all right. I'll
But
have to
yeah,
try that. I'm a
I'm
burger
I'm
boy.
taking Dave's hot chicken to round
Dave's
out
hot
All
my
chicken
right.
as
my
his
top
last
four.
one. You, Rob?
Oh shit, my fourth one. I'm debating. It's up in the air. I don't know if I'll say both of them. I'll say both of them. So it's up in the air between Jersey Mike's
Yeah,
and Wingstop. So it's in
Jersey
there.
Mike's was like my last. Like that's probably my fifth.
That was actually gonna be my last one too. So which one are you
So
picking, Rob?
I'll give you even though Jersey Mike's is my favorite sub shop. I'll actually fuck you. I'm gonna take Jersey Mike's. I'm gonna
Because I
take
was gonna
Jersey
take
Mike's.
it. I was
I'm
gonna
gonna take
take it.
Jersey Mike's because
You know
they
which
are the
one's good?
best.
There's one called the Big Kahuna that they have right
Yeah.
there. They grill it with some peppers.
Yup. Bro, they got a secret menu too. Just start asking them too. They'll add numbers up and just give
Bro,
you
I
some.
just
Yup.
love their fucking Mike's Way. Like whatever fucking
Yeah,
sandwich you get, Mike's Way.
Yes.
Fuck that shit's bomb.
Bomb.
yeah, yeah. I think my list is the best out of everybody. So,
Fuck
but
no.
I
yeah.
mean, I don't care, but I'm a basic white bitch. I gotta represent them
Fabian's for
anyways.
sure. Like
Oh,
last or
here he
whatever
goes
he
with
picks.
Taco Bell. Here he comes with Taco Bell.
You know, sometimes it's called taco shit, but I don't care. But
Taco
I'll
Bell.
take it. I'll take it because of their
You really are. I was joking
box.
around,
I'm
motherfucker.
serious, bro. I'm serious. I'm taking Taco Bell as my
Bro,
last
Taco
one.
Bell is a big thing in the fam. Like I think that's Eddie's like all-time favorite place.
Eddie used to work there actually. Here's a little tip, Rob, so you can bring it up to Eddie in the future. He used to work there when he was like 16, 17 years old.
Oh no.
And he
See,
would hook it up.
bro, I know how to order at Taco. I'm a fat ass, so I know how to order at Taco Bell, bro.
Give
They
me
used,
some
go
of the
ahead.
new Cantina menu burritos too, bro, with the green salsa that they have now. I'm happy,
Bro,
bro.
I don't know if I'm just like a fucking snob, but I can't eat Mexican fast food. Like if it's not a taqueria.
I mean, I know
Like I
you
just
said you were
can't.
throwing shade at Chipotle, but Chipotle is like it's like you said, it's a fast food, simple. Like you could eat it, and
Yeah,
you could eat it for a couple days, and it's still good.
yeah. I don't know, but I had like a personal like war with like all these fast food Mexican chains
Like
that like,
Taco Bell, for
yeah,
example.
dude, that shit. I'm not gonna get into it because it's too much. It's a
I don't,
personal thing, but yeah,
I don't,
I don't fuck with
I
Taco
don't
Bell.
care, bro. I'll take Taco Bell with the freaking Mountain Dew Baja Blast on the side and my Starbucks on the next day. I have my Chick-fil-A the next day after that, bro. I'm happy.
Damn, you got all these fucking additives and all this fucking nasty shit in your
It's
food,
all
bro.
good. It's all good, bro.
I'm
I'm
still
happy.
jealous. I'm still jealous that Eric fucking took teriyaki from us, bro.
Teriyaki,
I
yeah,
literally thought
cause
I was gonna be able to sneak up that one with like my second or third pick. Like
not not with us,
it's
bro. Not with
yeah.
us.
God,
Bro, I
I
think
was gonna
any of us would have taken that shit first. Like Eddie, Fabian, Gabby, like they all would
Gabby,
have took that shit first.
some
literally teriyaki
teriyaki.
is. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I make a good teriyaki myself now. You know,
Yeah,
but
that's
if
the only
it
thing
goes
I fucking missed from Washington, bro. You can't. There's not a good teriyaki
This,
spot like fucking anywhere here.
yep. So
word
when you
word.
come to Washington, that's like the first place you'll go to, right?
That's everywhere. That's like the first place I go to, and then like right before I leave, I stop to get another one. Dude, there's been
Yeah.
times where I told Mariana like bring me some to
Yeah.
go, like on the flight back, but I'm like I don't know if that shit would make it here.
I agree. That's a good number one.
Bring me some In and Out, Rob, when you come back.
Let me know. Let me know. Send the order, bro.
Está cabrón.
But yeah, that
Yeah.
shit was. I like that. Shit. I got me hungry, and I'm trying to stay away from. I'm trying to stay away from these places right now. And now I
Yeah.
just want to go to like fucking Chiba Hut right now. Like
Bro, tell me. I actually just had that yesterday, but tell me, I've been away from not having a kitchen for fucking 3 weeks. You know,
Yeah.
I'm
yeah,
tired of eating out. I'm fucking tired of it.
yeah.
You're gonna have Rob. You're gonna have your girl cook you something right when you get home.
Not only her, me, I cook for us too, bro. Like fuck,
Uh,
I'm a big boy. I have to learn how to
so
eat and
What's your
so
cook
she'll
too.
be
go-to thing,
happy.
Rob, to cook? What's like your thing?
I mean, it's easy. The chicken. It's always easy to make chicken, but I've been really good on making a teriyaki. Like I said, I
Oh,
got all this
really?
stuff. Yeah, teriyaki. It comes out pretty good. And then what else? I mean, it just depends. Like I said, just chicken's always really easy. But I always make ground beef too. Just little simple stuff to eat, but
Yeah.
it still comes out good.
I make a killer
Pero si soy
cereal, Rob.
cocinero, way. Si soy cocinero, way.
I'll make you a killer cereal over here,
Yeah.
frosted
Bro, I'm
flakes
like
and
the
shit.
opposite. I can't stand fucking cooking because I'm always around it. So I just let Mariana
Yeah.
do all that. Not because it's like I'm trying to be like a macho or anything, but like, dude, like cooking, I'm around that shit all fucking day. So the last thing I want to do is fucking cook.
That's the same.
Yeah.
That applies to any profession. If you're a mechanic, you don't want to go home and work on your car because you're working on your cars all day. So that's
Yeah.
understandable.
I don't know. If I had a profession of
Yeah.
soccer, I'd come home and want to play soccer. So
You say that
That's
now.
different. That's
yeah,
different. Yep.
Yeah.
That's. But no, that was a good episode, you guys. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Yeah, that was good. That was good.
I liked it. I liked it.
stay tuned
Yeah, next week.
for the Mount
Yeah, next week.
Cuhmore edit on Instagram.
The Cuhmore, huh? Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
All
yeah.
right,
We'll have
cuz.
it.
Well, I know next week we're gonna get into Champions League semifinal, or not
Mm-hmm.
semifinals. It's quarterfinals. We'll get into a couple, well, more baseball, other little
Mm-hmm.
things. At some point this month, we'll get into the NFL draft. So we'll get into some of
That's
that.
right.
What we think. What we're hoping our teams end up making picks on. So, but yeah, no, I had a
Yeah.
lot of fun, guys. Thanks for everybody for listening, and look forward to next week.
Yeah, guys. Make sure to subscribe and follow us on Spotify, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Los Fantasy Cuz. We want you guys to go on there, give us some comments, some reviews, because we want to see how we're doing. If you guys like, our episodes and stuff, um, yeah, let us know what we think so we can make those podcasts more fun and more caliente.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Peace out.
Peace out,
Later.
guys.